Mac McClung joined in the starting lineup tonight by Ethan Thompson, his fellow Orlando two-way, Myron Gardner, Alex Morales, and Jalen Slauson. For the Crews, it's Smith, Dennis Jenkins, Ron Harper Jr., Malik Hall, and Bobby Klintman. And Smith, at 6'11", by far the tallest player on the floor, wins the opening tip-off. Motor City attacking early on, and Myron Gardner, goodness gracious, what a block from behind on Dennis Jenkins. Jenkins, the Crews' leading scorer, thought he'd beaten Gardner down the lane. Myron Gardner stays with him, blocks the shot. See if the Magic can turn it into a stop here. Jenkins leads the team in points and assists. Harper Jr., he had a few big shots down the stretch. Floats one up, not even close. Gardner might have got a piece of that too, as Jalen Slauson brings the Magic down the floor. Here's McClung. Slauson on the attack, going right at Tolu Smith. Leans into him, missed the shot, tips the rebound to himself. Slauson hurls it across to Ethan Thompson. Magic did not have a problem grabbing offensive rebounds the other night. Slauson for three, left it short. This time, Tolu Smith well positioned for the board. Smith averaging nearly 14 rebounds per game, third in the league behind Oscar Tshiebwe and Moses Brown. Thompson with a deflection out of bounds. Crews basketball, 16 to shoot. Notable that the Magic missed their first three-pointer. They have really struggled from distance their last two games, and there is a play that's going to be there for the Crews all night, with the Magic lacking a traditional center in their starting five. Smith's first two. He had 21 points on Monday, and something the Magic are just going to have to survive. Osceola Monday night was 7 of 11 from three in the first quarter. They were 6 of 32 the rest of the game. McClung pulling up for a three. That's no good. Really tough shot there for Mac. Rebound down to Dennis Jenkins. Jenkins, deep two is good. Just from behind the free throw line. Dennis Jenkins out of St. John's. One of the best rookies in the G League this season. Morales. Thompson, shot clock winding down. McClung now with 5 to shoot. McClung gets past Hall, jumps it off. Beautiful pass by McClung after Tolu Smith bit to try and stop him. Morales through the back door. Harper Jr. for three. That's in and out. Smith getting his body around it, wins the offensive rebound. It was a nice play, though, by Mac McClung to get the Magic on the board. Motor City, very efficient offensive team. Third in the league in field goal percentage as Tolu Smith gets in for two more. Right off the inbound, 6'2" Crews. Kind of picking up right where they left off in the fourth quarter the other night. McClung tried to dump it off. This time, Morales wasn't there for him. In transition, it's Hall, and Hall misses the open layup. Well, 2 points thrown away there for the Crews. Now McClung for three. Mac a little bit short. Magic 0 for 3 from deep to start the game. It's going to be a storyline to watch here. Klintman hacked by Morales. That's a foul.
Foul number 2, Alex Morales.
Bobby Klintman, the Pistons' second-round pick out of Australia. He's a native of Malmo, Sweden. Right on the water there, across the way from Copenhagen, Denmark. Spent a year at Wake Forest. Rather than go to the draft in 23, he went to Australia for a year, then got picked in the second round by Detroit. Misses the free throw. Slauson out to Morales. Magic trying to navigate around Smith. Morales will go to the corner and knock down the Magic's first three of the game. Alex Morales had 15 and 9 the other night. He's got himself the first 5 points for Osceola tonight. Jenkins. We'll try the left-hand side with Hall. Shovels it underneath to Tolu Smith, trying to get free, and draws a foul. That is the second on Alex Morales. And this is maybe your best bet with Tolu Smith when he gets the ball on the block, is make him work for it. He's not a good free throw shooter. 52% free throw shooter. He went 1 for 3 the other night. You'd much rather have him here than just scooping it in. If he makes the free throw, so be it. But Morales with 2 early fouls for the Magic. Free throw is tapped in by Klintman. It looked like it might still be over the cylinder, but the Magic not complaining. 2 more for Klintman. 8-5 Cruz. McClung weaving his way inside, lost the basketball. Well, they've drawn Smith out, but then McClung turns it over. Klintman in the corner, passes up the 3. Now it's Harper way off. And the Magic come away with the board. Myron Gardner pushing the pace for Osceola to the corner. McClung for 3. He was inside the arc, and I think that's why he missed it so badly. He thought he was outside it and just did not line that up right. Mack off to a slow start shooting the basketball. He's missed his first 3. He's turned it over a couple of times. It's been a busy couple of days for Mack. He played that hard-fought, heartbreaking game on Monday. Picks up his first personal foul here. Then last night, McClung had to fly up to Charlotte, was available off the bench for the Orlando Magic as they were playing the Hornets with Cole Anthony out. Mack didn't get into the game, but he was there, then had to come back today with the team to then rejoin the Osceola Magic for tonight's crucial matchup. So he didn't have yesterday to process and recover the way the rest of his teammates did. Jenkins good with the free throw. 10-5, Cruz lead it. McClung's certainly going to need some support from his teammates tonight, what he didn't have in the fourth quarter on Monday. Gardner driving. Gardner to McClung, dancing inside, high arcing layup, no good. Gardner trying to tap it in, but a little bit too wild. Jenkins throws it down to Smith, and a wild reverse layup is no good. He had way more time than that to settle. Magic in transition, throw it away. Thompson with an ill-advised pass to Slauson. The length of Klintman getting there, and now Klintman wide open for 3. That's good. And Dylan Murphy calls timeout. Pretty much the exact same stuff we saw in the fourth quarter on Monday night. The Crews seem to have figured something out with this Magic team. Can Osceola? Bobby Klintman, Dennis Jenkins, Tolu Smith with the points for Motor City. They're trying to reel off a road sweep here of one of the top teams in the G League in the Osceola Magic. Dylan Murphy breaking the lineup out of the timeout. Jarrett Culver has come into the game. Culver and Patrick Gardner have replaced Ethan Thompson and Myron Gardner. Magic introducing a true center here to counter Tolu Smith. Culver just steps around him but missed the shot, and the Magic are just all off kilter on the offensive end right now. Something we haven't seen all season, really, certainly not in the last couple of months from the G League's number 3 offense. Jenkins a step into a 3. Janice Jenkins with 7 early. The other way, there's a burst for the Magic. Jalen Slauson with his first 2. Slauson averaging 15.5 and 8 in the second half. And there's McClung with a steal. That had to feel good after an 0 for 4 start for Mack. Get in with a reverse jam. Just like that, 4 quick points for the Magic. Magic bench coming alive a little bit. Jenkins will reset, 6 on the shot clock. Pick and roll with Tolu Smith. Pops it out to Klintman for 3, and that's good. Well, Klintman has not been a good shooter this year, but he's shot the ball well over the last couple of nights in this building. Already got 8 points tonight. Coming in averaging 29% from 3. We got 3 in the key on Motor City. Show you that steal and jam again for Mac McClung. Jalen Slauson poking it away. And the three-time reigning slam dunk champion there to knock it through. McClung with a 1-point free throw here after the defensive 3 seconds. Gets it to go as Jamel McMillan will break his lineup for the first time. Tolu Smith to the bench along with Hall. Tommy Rutherford, who had 13 and 9 as the backup center on Monday night, comes in along with John Ukamadu, a rookie out of Eastern Kentucky who has lit it up from 3 so far this season to the tune of 46%. McClung 5 to shoot. Mack pulls up for 2. Count the basket and a foul. Now Mac McClung starting to heat up. Jordan Wright, who also just checked in, taps McClung on the way up, and Mack knocking down the jumper. So it's 6 straight for McClung, and the lead down to 6 just like that. 4-point possession for Osceola. Jenkins ventures into the paint. Tough shot, too short. Rebound, Patrick Gardner. Suddenly it's the Magic with the size advantage with Tolu Smith out of the ballgame. These are the minutes that Osceola has to win. Goes back out to McClung, who's guarded by Jenkins. Mack steps behind the line for 3, falling away. Tough shot. Klintman ahead to Jenkins, picked off by Gardner. Culver now going the other way. McClung driving, lobbing. Corner 3, Morales. Got it! Alex Morales with 8 first-quarter points, and just like that, it's a 7-0 Magic run. And Slauson pokes the ball away from Jenkins again. Slauson lays it in. Now Jamel McMillan needs timeout as the Magic take the lead down from 10 to 1 in the blink of an eye. Here's the steal. Jalen Slauson taking it away from Dennis Jenkins. A 9-0 run for the Magic to turn this into a 1-point game. Evan Weston here from Osceola Heritage Park. Appreciate you having a bit of your night with us, whether on ESPN Plus or on FanDuel Sports Network. Dennis Jenkins left open for 3, but he missed it. Jalen Slauson got the rebound tipped out of his hand, but it is Magic basketball. Jared Culver has given the Magic a spark since checking in during the last timeout. Culver high off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, Gardner. Well, that rebounding has been a big deal as well. Gardner, a little floater, and the Magic take the lead. First lead of the night for Osceola as they push their run to 11 unanswered points. Gardner's been big here, and what's been bigger is the vacuum left by Tolu Smith being on the bench. The Magic taking care of business when he is not on the floor. Wright gets the Crews the lead back with his first 2. Wright, a rookie out of LSU. They claimed off of waivers in January when he was playing in Turkey. Crews have had a lot of roster movement, much more than the Magic have this year. Detroit has mixed up their 2 ways, and right now they've got everybody available, including an on-assignment player in Klintman. Morales was sure he was fouled, no call. Now it goes the other way. The lob to Klintman, broken up by Slauson. Rutherford was out of bounds when he chased it down, and the Magic are going to get the ball back. Myron Gardner and Ethan Thompson coming back for Osceola's. Watch this. This would have been, oh no, it was out off of Klintman. Slauson never touched it. Klintman just couldn't get back for it. So Rutherford did the right thing trying to save it, but he was out of bounds. Slauson and Morales to the bench. Morales 8 points here in the first quarter. Javonte Smart has checked in for Osceola as well. Or Mac McClung. Thompson, free throw line jumper. That's good. First 2 for Ethan Thompson, who averages 19 a game. Orlando Magic 2-way. Signed to that deal in early February after impressing with Osceola. Trey Hannibal, who was inactive with an injury the last couple of games, has come on for Motor City. Jenkins, the only starter on the floor for the Crews. Wright working the shot clock down, loses his footing. Jenkins has to throw it up. It clanks off the side of the backboard and never hit the rim. The Magic basketball. Ron Harper Jr. going to come back for Jenkins, who gets a brief rest. Jenkins plays about 37 minutes a game. Doesn't take a whole lot of time on the bench. Smart, Thompson, Culver, both Gardners for the Magic. Pat's done a nice job here in this first quarter, settling things down. Thompson, step back, long two, off the back iron. It's a shot you don't see too much in modern professional basketball. Wright gets open for three, no good. And Myron Gardner collects the rebound. Gardner, beautiful pass to Jarrett Culver, but he can't hang on to it. Culver with the ball, hoists it out. Smart and Ukamadu going after it. Ukamadu comes up with it. Just unfortunate there for the Magic. It was a great idea by Myron Gardner, but Culver was almost too far underneath the basket. When he tried to get it out of trouble, it leads to 2 points for the Crews. Thompson, catch and shoot rhythm three. That's what you want to see from him. Thompson shoots 39% from three on 8.5 attempts a game. One of the best shooters in the G League. His carrying tool that got him that two-way NBA contract. Pull-up jumper for Wright. That's no good. Rutherford, it's the offensive rebound. Now Harper Jr. for three. Another one of the G League's top shooters, but he's been a little off early tonight. Magic get the board, leading by 2. Gardner calling for Culver to cut. Now he gets it, and Culver misses again. Well, Jarrett Culver, that was kind of an awkward play. It was a delayed cut. Then he got there ahead of the defender and just missed the shot. Now the Crews bobbling it all over the place. Somehow they get it back off of Hannibal's face. Harper Jr. no good. Magic mistimed the rebound. And it's a third chance for Motor City here in the final 30 seconds. Not the prettiest basketball you'll see in the last couple of sequences. Ukamadu steps out of bounds. Lack of awareness there by the Crews. Shot clock was winding down, and they were far too casual about it. Now one more possession for the Magic. We'll look to take the lead into the second quarter after trailing by 10 earlier in the first. Javonte Smart bringing the clock down. Hannibal. Smart taking him to the basket, kicks it to the corner. Culver for three, missed it off the corner, and got a foul on Gardner in the waning seconds. It will not produce a bonus free throw for Motor City because the Magic had a foul to give. So they'll just inbound with a tenth of this second left on the clock. The only problem there being the foul on Myron, his first. That'll take us to the end of the first quarter. The Magic come out of it with a lead, 25-23, trying to clinch a playoff berth for the second straight season. Game of basketball tic-tac-toe of the year. Look at this diving effort to win for our friend Manuel right there. Absolutely outstanding. He gets in just under the buzzer. They don't have instant replay for the tic-tac-toe contest. I think he was rightfully declared the winner. Back to the action. Osceola Magic leading 25-23. Trailed 19-9 at one point in the quarter. Tolu Smith, the big 7-footer, back in for the Crews, and he swallows up the rebound after a miss by the Magic. Harper Jr. off the glass, no good. And Pat Gardner is fouled by Smith, getting down for a defensive rebound on the other end. Well, these are two of the best defensive rebounding teams in the G League. And yep, there is Tolu Smith with an elbow to the back of Gardner. And this is the first time in this run of games where Gardner's been playing backup center since Colin Castleton got signed up by the Toronto Raptors, where Gardner has stayed on the floor to start the second quarter. He really did kickstart the Magic's turnaround with his rebounding in that first frame. There's Tolu Smith after Culver, who's off to a very slow start, 0 for 6 after that miss. Jared had been playing very well in recent weeks. Having a tough game tonight. That one knocked out of bounds by Smart. Cruz will keep it with 5 to shoot. Their point guard, Dennis Jenkins, still off the floor. Trey Hannibal, Wright, Ukamadu, Harper Jr., and Smith. And another inbound basket for the Cruz. That's something the Magic will be frustrated to see. Trey Hannibal with his first 2, the rookie out of LSU, one of 2, along with Jordan Wright, who's also on the floor. Myron Gardner draws a foul. That's going to be 2 on Jordan Wright. The Magic are 4th in the league in fouls drawn, 3rd in the league in free throw attempts. They are 9th in free throw percentage, although they've actually shot free throws worse at home than on the road, which is a very rare phenomenon. Myron Gardner knocks that one through, his first 2. Myron having a huge month of March, averaging 19 points and 8 rebounds, nearly 2 steals a game in this month. Oh, Hannibal finds the lane open. 6'2", gets up to hammer that one down. Hannibal fired up, and the ball is up on the other end of the court. Bouncing off the stanchion. Hannibal was drafted in the G League draft by Cleveland. They didn't sign him. Started his career at South Carolina, a year at Murray State, then 2 at LSU. Been a deep reserve for Motor City's playing time ticking up lately. Smart. Shot clock winding down. Culver's got to get the shot up here. Jared Culver can't get a tough one to go. And a few too many of those sort of stay at offensive possessions against this team. You don't see that from Osceola very often. Harper Jr. can't get any of these threes to go. Gardner cracks down the board. Culver stayed down the floor. Culver, no call? That's outrageous. Culver clearly fouled on the dunk. They did not call it. Watch this here. Dylan Murphy threw his hands up. What's the backside here? Dylan Murphy was apoplectic. Yep, swiped him right on the wrist. It's the reason he missed the shot. That is a really poor no call. Thompson floats one up. That's no good. Magic just 10 for 29 from the field. Mac McClung getting ready to come back in for Osceola. Sam Peak just checked into the game for Motor City to Hannibal. In and out from 2. Rebound tapped by Malik Hall. Out to Peak. 5th offensive rebound already for Motor City. Tolu Smith going against Patrick Gardner. Smith inside. Count the basket and a foul. There just isn't a whole lot that the Magic can do if Tolu Smith gets the ball on the block. Goes the moves right there. 2-time consensus first team All-SEC. Started as a standard G League player like Ethan Thompson for the Magic. Earned a 2-way deal. He's yet to debut in the NBA, but certainly got an NBA frame, and the numbers speak for themselves. 18 points, 14 rebounds, 65% from the field. Continues to struggle at the line, though. He's now 1 for 5 across the 2 games here. 2-point Cruz lead. Gardner for 3. Patrick Gardner. He can shoot it out there. He's now 12 of 28. That's 42% from 3 this season. And the Magic back in the lead off a Pat Gardner 3. Dennis Jenkins back in for the Cruz. To Hannibal. Charging up inside. Gardner with the block over the top. And then a foul by Hannibal as he trips up Patrick Gardner. It was Myron Gardner who fronted Hannibal, and Patrick, no relation, got over the top to block the shot. Great team defense there by the Magic. And then Hannibal commits the loose ball foul. That's 3 on the Cruz in the second quarter. McClung back for the Magic for Thompson. Dylan Murphy 41-24 in 2 regular seasons as Magic head coach. Took them to first in the East last year. If they win out, it is very likely, though not guaranteed, that they will be the #1 seed this year, just based on the fact that the other teams in the top 4 are playing each other over the next couple of days. Gardner fumbles it away. 6th Magic turnover. Jenkins driving against Gardner. Out to Hall, and Patrick Gardner eats him up again. More good minutes from Gardner here. Smart, pull up 3. Got it. Big time shot from Javonte Smart, the 3-time Louisiana Mr. Basketball. 37% three-point shooter on nearly 7 attempts a game. He has taken that part of his game to the next level this year. Magic by 4. Peak getting inside. That's good. Sam Peak, second-year player out of Stetson. He was a grad senior for the Hatters, 4 years at Division III Wesleyan. Here he is guarding Smart. Steps back for another 3. That one no good off the back iron. Too many of those types of shots from the Magic Monday night and tonight. So good when they move the ball. Jenkins for 3. That's off the back iron. Patrick Gardner with another rebound, and he'll toss it off to McClung. Ahead to Smart, trying to push the pace. Smart hit himself in the hip with his dribble. McClung saves the play. Morales has it. McClung driving inside, blows by his man and lays it in. The hustle and then the awareness of McClung after saving the play to continue his run down towards the basket. Hall on the other end blows by Gardner for 2. Hall had 17 the other night. Was huge down the stretch along with Harper Jr. That's his first 2. Here's McClung, 6 to shoot. Hall guarding him. McClung steps back for 3. Mac McClung, sensational. Falling away at the end of the shot clock. He's got 11 and has clearly overcome that slow start. He's made 4 of his last 5 shots. Tolu Smith outside the painted area. Down to Klintman. Bobby Klintman pull up 2 off the back iron. And the rebound out to Mac McClung. Mac across the timeline. Mac starting to feel it, working against Peak to an open Patrick Gardner, who hits another 3. Timeout Jamel McMillan, and a big smile on the face of Patrick Gardner, who has 8 points and 6 rebounds. 11 points for Mac McClung in the first half. The Magic have turned around a 10-point deficit into an 8-point lead. Also crucial, Patrick Gardner, who has just gone to the bench after about 11 straight minutes on the floor, in which he compiled 8 points and 6 rebounds while hitting both of his 3-pointers. Tremendous stint from Gardner off the bench. Should earn him some more playing time. He was a plus 16. There's Klintman. And then there's a foul on Tolu Smith after the play. It's the 4th foul on the Crews and the 2nd foul on Smith. The basket is good for Bobby Klintman. And then you see the push as the ball was going up on Tolu Smith. So the basket will count, but Smith picks up his 2nd foul, and the Magic are in the bonus for the rest of the quarter. Javonte Smart working against Jenkins. And whistles away from the ball. Defensive 3 seconds for the 2nd time tonight against the Crews. Well, McClung will shoot another technical free throw. McClung 2 for 2 at the line tonight. He was 7 for 8 the other night. Knocks that one through. He's got 12 and 3 assists. Now the Magic with 14 on the shot clock. It is McClung, Smart, Culver, Morales, and Slauson for Osceola. McClung off the handoff. McClung fakes the pass, then out to Culver for 3. Jarrett Culver off the schneid with a big-time 3-pointer, and the Magic lead is 10 after a 4-point possession. That's the second time they've gotten 3 points after that defensive 3-second call. It's been very costly for Motor City. Klintman stepping back. He's feeling it tonight. He is 5 for 5 from the field, including 3 of 3 from downtown. 13 points for the second-round pick, Bobby Klintman. Made 6 appearances in the NBA for the Pistons. Probably was anticipated to play more this year, but the Pistons have been so good, they haven't had minutes for him. Culver is fouled. Basket would have counted. He'll go to the line for a 1 for 2. That's on Klintman, his first. Ron Harper Jr. back for Motor City for Sam Peake. As Culver goes to the line. Culver's 1 for 8 from the field, but he's plus 15. He's been terrific defensively, and that's been a key part of his turnaround this season with the Magic. It's been so valuable in the month of March. Offensively, he's averaging 18 points, 5.5 boards, and 1.5 steals in the month. Magic by 9 after the free throw. Smith, Klintman fading away, no good. Wanted the call, didn't get it. Now it's Morales. Magic have numbers. The dump off underneath. Slauson gets swallowed up by Tolu Smith. Magic will keep it. Jalen got a little too far under the basket there. The lob into Culver. On Harper Jr. Culver gets it to go. Evidently seeing that 3 go down helped out Jarrett. He's got a quick 7 points here. All in a row for the former lottery pick. Now Smith, they'll collapse on him. They kick it out. Klintman, a heat check 3. In and out from the corner. And the rebound by Morales, who boxes out Smith. Nicely done by Osceola, getting physical with the big fella. Now Slauson underneath the basket. Dumps it off to McClung, who makes a perfectly timed cut. Now the Magic playing their way fast and free. They've got a 13-point lead. Klintman, another triple. This one no good again, and Culver skies for the rebound. Magic again looking to push the tempo. Culver just steps into a triple. Jarrett Culver too short. Jenkins had the closeout there. Harper Jr. throws it away. Crews are all out of sorts. Motor City has scored just 15 points in this second quarter. This is the league leaders in turnovers, this team. That has been their Achilles heel all season. They're an efficient offensive team. They're pretty good defensively. 7th in D rating. But the turnovers have just killed them. They're last in the league in turnovers and turnover percentage. Is the amount of possessions they have that result in a turnover, and that has just throttled them from getting any sort of consistency. They have been really good since the end of February, though. They've kind of settled on this group of players. They're 13-6 since the end of February. Magic are one of only a couple teams in the whole league that have been better in that span. Slauson poking one out again, and Jalen unable to stay in bounds. Slauson going right into our broadcast table and taking Dylan Murphy with him. Been really good as a facilitator at home. He's just outside the top 20 in the league in assists per game. Back from Charlotte, where he was on the bench for Orlando last night. The Magic beat the Charlotte Hornets. 4 straight 30-point games for Paolo Banchero, by the way. Since the All-Star break, he is second in the NBA in scoring, only behind Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Tommy Rutherford with an offensive rebound and a putback. Rutherford in for Tolu Smith here at the end of the second quarter. Interesting from Jamel McMillan. It's McClung, 2-man game with Slauson. Jalen has to just jack it up. No good, and the rebound for Klintman. Bobby Klintman showing off his immense potential here tonight. Flies down the floor, out to Harper Jr. for 3. And 5 quick ones for the Crews out of the break. They can score quickly. We saw that 8-0 run in the first minute of the fourth quarter the other night that keyed their comeback win. Morales, Thompson for the response. That's no good. Ethan doesn't look quite right tonight. Klintman and Rutherford. Rutherford gets eaten alive, and they call a foul, bail him out. It's on Slauson. His first. Tommy Rutherford, 3 for 3 from the line the other night. Was with South Bay and Bronny James back in December for the tip-off tournament. Got to the Crews in January. Has become their backup center. Misses the free throw with that funky motion. Magic basketball up by 8. Going in the last 90 seconds of the first half. McClung gets an open 3 and knocks it down. You do not want to leave Mac McClung that open. And the reigning MVP with a 17-point first half. And he started the night 0 for 4. He's 6 for 8 since then, with a few free throws for good measure. Over to Ukamanu for 3. That's good. He is an outstanding shooter. 46%. Only takes about 3.5 attempts a game as a lower usage bench player, but when he gets his threes up, he knocks them down. That knocks the lead right back down to 8. McClung taking it across quickly. McClung pulls up for another one. That's well short, but the rebound out to Morales. Knack from the corner, back out. Slauson on the attack. Looked like he lost his footing a little bit, but he gathers himself and sticks it in for 2. 6 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals. A stat-stuffing night as usual for Jalen Slauson. Ukamanu closed down this time by McClung. Jenkins for 2. That's no good. Prime 2-for-1 opportunity here for the Magic. Gardner going quickly. Gardner attacking the hoop. Missed the shot. Slauson trying to throw it in off the Crews. Missed everybody. Now Klintman the other way. Good job by Gardner and Morales to get back. They throw it down to Rutherford, and Thompson called for a foul. Going for the chase down block. Game attempt here by Ethan. But yeah, he gets him on the wrist after he got the basketball. Motor City going to bring Hannibal, Wright, and Hall back into the game for Klintman. Harper Jr. Oh no, Hall's not going to come in. Klintman and Harper Jr. come off. And Wright and Hall, Wright and Hannibal, pardon, in with Rutherford, Ukamanu, and Jenkins for the final 19 seconds. Rutherford makes the free throw this time. He's got 4 and the lead down to 8. Magic with one last possession. Some light pressure from the Crews as Morales takes it across. Let's see what the Magic have cooked up for their final play. Morales waiting. Now engages McClung. Knocked out of Mac's hands by Hannibal. 4.9 to shoot. Magic basketball. McClung calling a play from the sideline. Slauson relaying. Goes into Jalen. Mac off the handoff. Mac has to pass it. The 3 is well short. Whatever the Magic were trying to do there did not come off. It looked like a miscommunication. And the first half comes to an end. The Magic lead, though, by 8, looking to clinch a playoff. 17 for Osceola. Bobby Klintman, Pistons' second-round pick, with 13 points and 6 rebounds, 3 steals for Motor City. Magic in their special camo jerseys for Military Appreciation Night. Motor City in white on the road, emulating the Detroit Pistons uniforms. McClung, Thompson, Myron Gardner, Morales, and Jalen Slauson, who misses a 3-pointer on the first possession for the Magic. Jenkins, Jordan Wright for Ron Harper Jr. Hall, Klintman, and Smith for the Crews. Thompson for 3. No good in transition. Slauson comes flying in but can't control the rebound. Heck of a block by Myron Gardner on the other end, by the way, while I was going through the Pistons starters. Second block shot of the night for Myron. I'd like to see him get a little bit more involved offensively on just one field goal attempt in the first half. Jordan Wright nearly turns it over, but Thompson can't hang on. Show those two from the last Cruise possession. Myron Gardner swatting that shot by Malik Hall. Jenkins for two from the baseline, no good. Comes right back to him. Jenkins is Smith now. Won't go for the pick and roll. Instead, it's Wright driving inside. His shot rattles in. First 2 points of the third quarter. Jordan Wright with 4 on the night. Interesting, Ron Harper Jr. not starting this third quarter. Here's Myron Gardner working against Wright. Gardner slashing to the basket, draws a foul. That's number 3 on Jordan Wright. And Myron Gardner hit a free throw earlier, will go back to the line. Gardner having a huge month of March. He's averaging 12.3 points a game for the year, 18.3 this month. Or pardon, 19.2 for Gardner this month. Just 4 points tonight after that free throw. Here's Wright for the Cruise. Runs into Gardner, out to Jenkins for 3. Dennis Jenkins. Jenkins has struggled to wear the load in the month of March for the Cruise. Shooting percentage down, that one looked good. Slauson, meanwhile, has had a rough night from 3. He is now 0 for 5. Magic haven't shot the ball poorly from 3, the 36%, but Slaw a little bit off so far this evening. It's an area of his game he's really working to improve. Seen bits and pieces of it this month. Hall is fouled by Thompson. And Malik Hall will have a chance here to make this a one-possession game. The Cruise had a 10-point lead in the first quarter. The Magic were up by 13 in the second. I think we've learned at this point in the Cruise's comeback win on Monday night here that no lead is safe in this series. Free throw no good for Hall, and this is becoming a real problem for Motor City as Clinton nearly intercepts that one. They are 2 for 7 from the free throw line tonight. And it's not just Tolu Smith. He only has 2 of the 5 misses. The Cruise are 28th in the G League, 4th to last in free throw percentage. McClung, 7 to shoot, working against Jordan Wright. Blows by him. McClung floats it over Smith. No call on Smith. Magic do get the rebound. Comes back to McClung for 3. And the ball does not lie in the end as Mac McClung knocks down a triple. Going the other way, the Magic with a deflection. Cruz will keep it. Big shot for Mac McClung. He's got 20. Here's Jordan Wright into Tolu Smith. They've got Gardner on him. Does a good job to front him. Clintman. Wright has to jack up a 3. In and out. Rebound Myron Gardner. Myron pushing the pace for the Magic. Myron going right at Clintman. Count the basket and a foul for Myron Gardner. Clintman called for the blocking foul, and Gardner, aggressive coast to coast, lays it in anyway. Myron Gardner, his first field goal of the night on just his second attempt. Good to see him assert himself here in this third quarter. The Magic lead back to double figures. Now 11 as Gardner knocks down the free throw. 7 points, 7 boards, 2 blocks for Gardner. Second-year player out of Arkansas Little Rock, still just 23. Taking a big jump in his second professional season. Steal for Slauson, his 3rd of the night. 2-on-1 for the Magic. The lob. McClung couldn't get there. They do get the miss. McClung behind the line, rushed it a little bit. Thompson gets the miss. Mack again. That's no good. And on the other end, it's Jordan Wright. Chase down block, Slauson. Wild sequence here. McClung's got it. Morales underneath. Gardner couldn't scoop it cleanly. Now he's stuck in the corner. Gets it out to McClung, who throws it away. Jordan Wright headed the other direction. Slauson going again, forces him the other way. He misses the reverse, but Tolu Smith gets down there to get the board. Wright, corner three is good. Well, that was going to end well for somebody. It's the Crews that get there. Then Thompson the other way rushes a shot. Ethan has just not looked like himself the last few games. Had a brief spurt in the first quarter the other night, but otherwise has been cold. A great look at this chase down block by Jalen Slauson, his specialty, on a wild sequence that ultimately ended with a Jordan Wright three. Now on the other end, Klintman way off. Good contest there by Slauson. Morales with his head up. Morales going at Smith, gets by him and lays it in. Beautifully done by Morales. He's got 10. And we'll take a timeout. The Magic extending their lead to 10. On a previous Crews basket from a 3 to a 2. I'm trying to figure out who they took the 3 away from. And I believe it's Jordan Wright, whose three-pointer got turned into a 2. So it is 66-55 Magic. Jenkins no good for 3. Crews are just 7 for 21 from downtown. Slauson charging, has a step on Smith, missed the shot. It's tapped up off the rim. Gardner again. McClung off the bounce. McClung around Smith. No good, another no call. Officials have been letting him play tonight. On the other end, it's Klintman. Closed out by Morales. Wright steps into a 3. No doubt about it this time. Jordan Wright up to 7 points with that triple. And the lead is down to 8. No Ron Harper Jr. yet for the Crews in this third quarter. Now a foul on Dennis Jenkins. That's his first. Third team foul on Motor City. Magic will break the lineup as Jared Culver and Patrick Gardner check into the game for Thompson and Myron Gardner. How good was Patrick Gardner in that first half? 8 points, 6 rebounds. Wright takes it away. Slauson got a hand to it, but it bounces in. And it's going to be a foul on Slauson. That is bad luck for the Magic after a bad turnover, to be fair. Jordan Wright jumping a lazy inbound by McClung, and then I certainly don't see a foul. And in fact, they've turned that back. So no foul on Slaw, but it is a good 2. I think it would have been goaltending. They were saying it would not have been. It was a good block. It just happened to bounce in. From the basketball equivalent of an own goal. There's the 4th foul on Wright. And now Ron Harper Jr. is going to come in. So I was wondering if something had happened to him, but he's getting into the game here. And Jordan Wright, it's clear that Jamel McMillan thinks he's his best shot defensively against McClung. He had Jordan Wright in at the end of the game on Monday to great success, but now with 4 fouls, Wright will have to hit the bench. Jared Culver out to Pat Gardner, feeling himself tonight. He's got another one. 3 for 3 for Big Pat Gardner from downtown. 11 points. Huge shot there to cut off the Crews momentum. The lead back to 9. John Ukamadu on the drive, counted on a foul. Too easy for the rookie out of EKU, John Ukamadu. How about Big Pat Gardner, though? Plus 15 tonight off the bench. He's now 14 for 30 from 3 this season. That's 47%. Go on, big fella. And 1 for Ukamadu. And the lead right back down to 6. Crews do not go away. This is a stingy team. Morales open in the corner. Missed it short. It's an open look for Alex. Couldn't get it to go. And they zip it around. Clintman driving baseline. Picked up by Patrick Gardner. Good defense by the Magic. It's out to Clintman with the shot clock winding down. He'll pull up for a 3. He's just making everything tonight. Clintman 4 of 7 from 3, a team high 16, and it's a 1-possession game as the Crews have gone on an 11-3 run out of the timeout. Culver going the other way. Culver in traffic draws a foul, and he'll go to the line. That's on Ukamadu, his first. Yep, leaning, bumping Culver in the shoulder. Culver's made his lone free throw tonight. 68% on the year. The former number 6 pick in the 2019 draft by Minnesota. 144 NBA games in his career. Knocks down the free throw. He's got 9 points. A little bit more breathing room for the Magic. 5-point lead, 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Motor City playing with their season on the line. Magic looking to lock up a playoff spot tonight. Ukamadu 3, he just doesn't miss. 2 more threes tonight for Ukamadu, who is nearing 50% from 3-point range this year. Crews have shot the ball very well tonight, 11 of 25. They've made 4 threes in a row. There's a foul on Rutherford. See, he'll be shooting the free throw. I think it's going to be McClung going to the line on Mac tonight. 20 points. Does have 5 turnovers. The Crews have hounded him defensively, and you understand if Mac having hopped back and forth from Charlotte last night to be with the big club. But he's been nails at the line. 11 of 12 in the last 2 games against Motor City here. 4 for 4 tonight. Hannibal in for the Crews. Jenkins, Ukamadu, Harper Jr., and Rutherford. Hannibal down the baseline. McClung eats him up, and then a late whistle. And now the Magic want to challenge this one. We'll see if Dylan Murphy pulls the trigger. And they're going to look at it. Yep. Mac McClung was a pretty big Magic lineup here. Culver, Morales, Slauson, and Patrick Gardner. Same 5 for the Crews. Jenkins, Hannibal, Ukamadu, Harper Jr., and Rutherford. It's a bigger Magic lineup against a smaller Motor City lineup. This was a good rotation for the Magic in the first half. Slauson hanging on against Harper Jr. Slauson turns the corner. He'll go to the line. Harper Jr. is a big guard, 6'4", 233, but Slauson is a load. Beats him to the spot. He'll go to the free throw line. Jalen, a 70% free throw shooter on the season. Second round pick of the Kings in 2023 out of Furman. He was the SoCon Player of the Year, led them to the NCAA tournament. Perfect free throw from Slauson, who was all over the stat sheet tonight. 6 points, now 8 points, 5 boards, 4 assists, 3 steals, and a block. 6-point Magic lead. Jenkins to Hannibal. He'll use that size to drive inside. Wild layup, no good, and Patrick Gardner there for the board. Slauson wants to push the pace, lays it off to Javonte Smart. He's through the contact of Harper. Smart goes up strong, makes the basket over Rutherford. Javonte quiet so far, just his 3rd field goal attempt, but he's got 5 points. And the Magic on a 6-0 run here to push the lead out to 8 after the Crews got within 2. Jenkins loses his dribble, gets it back. Slauson defending at the point of attack. 5 to shoot for Jenkins. Jenkins tries to get inside, throws it to Hannibal. It's knocked away. Then Gardner all over Rutherford, rips the ball out of his hands. Slauson hurling it ahead, picked off by Ukamadu. He's looking for Culver. Ukamadu short with a layup. You're seeing Patrick Gardner impact these shots down low. Deflected out by the Crews. Magic will keep it as Ethan Thompson and Myrick Gardner come back into the game. Patrick Gardner having a heck of a game. 11 points, 8 rebounds, 3 blocks. Give him 9 boards now. What a performance by Gardner off the bench. He is plus 14. The Magic lead at 77-69 with the ball. Myron Gardner and Thompson back for Slauson and Morales. Javonte Smart running the show. Thompson, could he put a big second half together? Gardner another 3. Finally missed one. And Gardner with a steal. Patrick Gardner jumps the pass. Thompson the layup. Patrick Gardner, have a night. His first missed 3. How does he follow it up? He jumps the passing lane, steals the basketball, and sets the Magic up for 2. 10-point lead. Ukamatu again. By the time he catches the ball, it's over. They got to get him some more volume. This is only 3.5 attempts a game is not nearly enough for this young man as Thompson turns it over. Got to show you this again, though, from Pat Gardner. Using all that length at 6'11" to lean out and snag that basketball. 2 free points for the Magic, courtesy of Patrick Gardner. Motor City, though, has been lights out from beyond the arc. They've made 5 consecutive three-pointers. Here's Hannibal inside. Leaves it off to Malik Hall. The hook shot is good. And they are just not missing. We'll see if the Magic can keep trading baskets with them, stay in front of them as we get into the final 2 minutes of the third. Patrick Gardner gets by Malik Hall. Gardner up strong. Big block. Ukamatu. A leap on him, and then a really poor attempt to save that play. Pat Gardner right back underneath, coughs it up. And then knocked out of the hands of Ukamatu. That's a big play by Ethan Thompson. That saved 2 points right there. They won't get the basketball, but that slows down what would be a sure, fast break. Ukamatu is a really interesting player. He was not a particularly good college player. He was kind of a role player at Eastern Kentucky. It was a small school in the Atlantic Sun, but he can shoot, and he's got exceptional leaping ability. As Myron Gardner called for a foul here on Ron Harper Jr. And yeah, Myron getting the left wrist there on the back end of Harper Jr. The other thing Ukamatu can do really well is leap, as we saw with that block shot. There was a college slam dunk contest, not quite the NBA slam dunk contest that Mac McClung has ruled for the last 3 years, but they held one in Phoenix. Ukamatu finished second, had a dunk where he jumped over 3 people, including Jay Billis, an ESPN college basketball analyst, who were lined up back-to-back. Harper Jr. hits the free throw. The Magic lead down to 3. 7-0 run for the Crews. This is what they do. Those quick bursts, never really free of them. Thompson going up strong on Ukamatu, who eats him alive. Don't want to jump against that guy. Here's Hannibal. Culver swatting, no good. 1-point game. They just cannot go away. They are so relentless. The Magic for 2 nights now have been unable to put them down. Magic have led for the grand majority of the 2 games. Myron Gardner is called for an offensive foul. Hannibal a little bit shaken up. Quick third. Jordan Wright back for Motor City for Rutherford. They'll go with Hall as the false center here. Jenkins getting a break as well. Hannibal to Hall. Hall challenging Myron Gardner. Myron with good defense. Hall with a better finish. Nothing you can do about that. Myron played that perfectly. Just beautiful bank shot by Malik Hall, and the Crews have taken the lead with an 11-0 run here in the third quarter. Magic's second unit was so effective in the first half. That has not been the case here in the second. Culver bumped, no call. Ball is tapped out, never touched the rim. Shot clock winding down. Smart, quick trigger three, and he hits it. Javonte Smart realized he had to shoot that ball right at the final moment. Popped it up, and it goes down to give the Magic the lead. What a big shot there by Javonte Smart. Final play of the third quarter. Myron Gardner all over Hannibal. Hannibal trying to shake him. 2 seconds. Hannibal underneath to Hall. He never got it off. And the Magic will take a lead, a slight one, into the fourth quarter. Well, you could tell this one's going to go down to the wire. Magic and Crew. Got a thriller on our hands. The Osceola Magic can clinch a playoff spot with a win tonight. The Motor City Cruise likely need to win out to make the playoffs. Tons on the line. 2-point Magic lead as we start the fourth quarter. Ron Harper Jr. for the Cruise. Inside, draws a foul. They'll have a chance to tie the game at the line. It's on Patrick Gardner, who's been largely brilliant for the Magic tonight off the bench. 11 points, 9 boards, and 3 blocks, going for his fourth there, and it turns into a foul. Harper Jr., one of the best free throw shooters in the G League, 88% on the year. The son of 5-time NBA champion Ron Harper Sr. His younger brother Dylan is the projected number 2 pick in the draft this June out of Rutgers. Ron Jr. makes the free throw. The game is tied 82-all. Magic rolling with Smart, Thompson, Culver, Myron Gardner, and Patrick Gardner. Motor City counters with Hannibal, Ukamadu, Harper Jr., Hall, and Wright. Myron Gardner, corner 3, short. Magic continue to struggle shooting the 3 ball in the second half here as they had the last couple of games. Hall driving. Hall around Gardner. A rare miss from Malik Hall underneath the basket. Myron Gardner engaging Harper Jr. Gardner no good. Jared Culver knocking the rebound out of Wright's hands. He stepped out. Great hustle play by Jared Culver there. The Magic will have it with a fresh 24. Culver has not had a good game offensively by any stretch. He's 2 for 12, but he's plus 13, a team high. 6 rebounds, a steal, and some great defense just like that. Thompson for 3. What a time for it. Just the second 3 of the night for Ethan Thompson, who had been 1 for 5, and the Magic two-way gives them the lead. Big time shot by Ethan Thompson. Hannibal gets a screen, knocks down the floater. Well, the Magic defense disappeared in the fourth quarter last night. They lost the quarter by 17. A 13-point edge became a 4-point loss. See if they can get enough stops here at the end of this one with Tolu Smith lurking on the bench. Patrick Gardner lays it off to Myron, who is fouled by Hannibal. Love to see this from Patrick Gardner. Draws Ron Harper Jr. off his feet. Hannibal is going to make Myron Gardner earn it at the line. And back into the game, just like I mentioned them, a little like saying Beetlejuice 3 times. Tolu Smith and Dennis Jenkins are back for the Cruise as Gardner's free throw bounces out. That is the first miss for the Magic at the line tonight. They've been 10 for 10. 1-point game. Hannibal fouled by Myron Gardner, his 4th. The Magic with 2 quick ones here in the fourth quarter. Just a little hook there by Myron. Not a lot, but enough to draw the officials' attention. Ukamadu lost the basketball. And Thompson, the last to touch it, went off his foot, I think, on the way out. Here's Tolu Smith. Hannibal kicks it out. Jordan Wright against Thompson. Right to the corner. Hannibal for 3, and he makes it. That is the first 3-point attempt by Trey Hannibal this season. You saw the form is not orthodox, but he makes the shot. It's been that kind of night from downtown for Motor City. They've made 6 threes in a row. Gardner for 3. Patrick Gardner again. He is 4 of 5 from downtown. Has rescued the Magic's bacon a few times in this game. He has 14 points and gives Osceola the lead as Mac McClung gets ready to come back. Jenkins outside, Ukamadu, oh dear. He finally misses one, and the rebound tipped down to Gardner. That's the first missed 3 for Motor City since before the halfway mark of the third quarter. Myron Gardner trying to jam. Smith with the block. Patrick Gardner the floater. He has a double-double and a Magic season high 16 points. What a night for Patrick Gardner off the bench. Myron Gardner poking it away. Hannibal gets it back. Hannibal did not get across the timeline there. Officials missed it. 3 is airballed straight to Hannibal on the backside and thrown out of bounds. Cruz ball with 7 to shoot. I think the Magic could have had possession there a couple of times. I don't think Hannibal ever got across the timeline. I'll show it to you again. Watch here, Gardner's all over him. No, that ball's never across. That's an 8-second violation. Brent Haskell was right on top of it, didn't catch it. Cruz with a reprieve here. Jenkins step back 3, airballs it, and the Magic will end up with it anyway. Great defense there by McClung, and the crowd getting on Jenkins a little bit. Crowd getting into this one. We got a good crowd here tonight for Military Appreciation Night. Even Swish is at the end of his seat. And as the Magic lead by 3, McClung back into the game. Patrick Gardner out to Thompson. Catch and shoot in rhythm. Beautiful. Timeout, Jamel McMillan. Ethan Thompson with 2 big-time threes here in the fourth quarter. And the Magic have opened up a cushion. A 6-point block shots. And the Magic with a 6-point lead looking to lock in a playoff berth for the second year in a row. Motor City desperate to keep their season alive until the weekend. They're not eliminated with a loss, but would make things very, very tricky for them, and they need quite a bit of help with Indiana playing tomorrow. Long Island also not out of the picture either. Ron Harper Jr. Bobby Clinton back into the game. Misses short from 3. And there's Patrick Gardner again. Not be surprised if he closes this game at this rate. He's going to need a breather, you would think, at some point. He's just playing so well. Myron Gardner driving on Clinton. Myron Gardner off the window and in. Myron with a lefty finish. 8-point Magic lead. They're on a 10-0 run. Jenkins to the corner for Harper Jr. That's no good. And there's Myron Gardner for his 12th rebound of the night. Myron looking to push the pace. Attacking Clinton. Throws it around to Thompson. Off the glass and in over Tolu Smith. Just like that, it's a double-digit Osceola lead. They play such high-tempo basketball. Jenkins, that's good. Now, we know this Motor City team has another run in them. The Magic, Monday night, couldn't put them away. Tonight, they've come back from multiple double-digit deficits. They led earlier in this quarter. Magic are going to have to stay on them here. McClung, picked off by Klintman. That was a risky pass for Mac McClung, and then a travel by Klintman. Well, Klintman turns the ball over quite a bit, as you'd expect from a young player, 22 years of age. Turned it over 5 times the other night. That's his first turnover tonight. He's largely been really very, very good. I mean, if he hadn't been called for the travel, Myron Gardner would have had the steal. Seven minutes to go. Smith knocks it out of Pat Gardner's hands, but it'll stay with Osceola. Matt McClung to inbound, 20 to shoot. Magic just have to keep making baskets. The Crews had made 6 threes in a row. They've now missed their last 5. Smart high floater over Smith. No good. And that's the thing. When he's in there, the paint is just walled off. And that was what really killed the Magic last night. They couldn't get any easy baskets around Tolu Smith at the end of the game. Down the baseline, Hall. Gardner with a block, but there's Smith to clean it up. 8 points, 10 boards for Tolu-Smith tonight. Magic lead down to 6. Here's that run from Motor City. We'll see if Osceola can fend them off here. McClung driving inside, dumps it baseline, and Myron wasn't ready for it. 15th Magic turnover. Every time they've seemed on the precipice of blowing the game open, Monday night and tonight, the Crews have been able to string together a few stops and a few buckets to get right back in it. Jenkins driving on McClung. Dennis Jenkins scoops it underneath. Smith pushing into Gardner, and Pat called for the foul. He is so powerful. Number 3 rebounder in the G League, averages 18 a game. It's been fairly limited offensively tonight. And again, this is not the worst thing that may put him on the line. He's 1 for 5 over the 2 games shooting free throws. This one no good either. The rebound, though, is tapped right back to him. Harper for 3. No good. Another offensive board for Clintman. That's a miss. And finally, Myron Gardner comes away with the ball and draws a foul on Malik Hall. Boy, the Magic dodged a bullet there. 2 offensive rebounds for the Crews. And finally, Myron Gardner ends up ripping the ball away. Malik Hall called for his first personal. Full court pressure. We saw this work to great effect in the 4th quarter for Motor City last night. Smart across the timeline. Now McClung turning the corner. McClung lost his dribble, but it's a kicked ball. I think he might have been trying to thread one through to Patrick Gardner. But I don't know that this strategy is going to work for the Magic. There's so many bodies in there. And they've got Clintman in the closing lineup tonight. It's really a pretty big group, their starting group, with Clintman at 6'9", and Hall at 6'8" at the 3. Thompson trying to cross over. McClung with 5 to shoot. Mack to Thompson, in rhythm again. No good from 3. Myron Gardner another board. Myron attacking. Myron fadeaway J blocked by Clintman. That was not the play right there. Clintman way too much length, able to block the shot. Jenkins steps behind the line. 3-point game. 7-0 run for Motor City, and a good timeout here by Dylan Murphy as the Magic in danger of losing another double-digit 4th quarter time. The Knicks have pulled within 5 with 7 minutes left. The Magic want Maine to win that game. Osceola has the tiebreaker over the Celtics, and if they win out, they would get that tiebreaker. Though Westchester winning is not the worst thing either, because Westchester and Capital City play each other on Friday and Saturday. The Magic just have to take care of business. And they've lost the ball here. McClung turns it over to Hall. Harper Jr. to tie the game. No good. Rebound Patrick Gardner. The Magic are in a rut offensively here. A 10-point lead is down to 3. The Magic are scoreless over the last 2.5 minutes. And there's another turnover by McClung. And a foul by Smart on the floor. That'll be the 4th Magic foul. It was a good foul, prevented a basket. Crews will have to inbound, but they will be in the bonus for the rest of the game. McClung up to 9 turnovers tonight. Gonna have to take better care of the basketball here down the stretch. The Magic is a team with 17. Motor City just relentless. Got to give them a lot of credit. Jenkins to tie it. That's no good. Another offensive rebound. Jenkins gets a second try. It's in and out. And the rebound tipped down to Myron Gardner, and a foul on Hall. Well, Motor City has gone ice cold from deep. 1 for their last 10. Jenkins has continued to struggle shooting the basketball down the stretch. shooting 25% from 3 in March. He's actually a little better than that tonight, even with those couple of misses, 3 for 10. The Crews have gone 1 of their last 10 from 3. It's really the only reason the Magic still have the lead. Here goes Smart, galloping inside. Javante no good. Patrick Gardner gets the offensive rebound, hurls it back in, straight to Malik Hall. Harper Jr. on the bounce to Klintman. Klintman dumps it off. Tolu Smith with the flush to bring Motor City within 1. It is a 9-0 run. It is a 3.5-minute scoreless slump for the Magic as Alex Morales comes over to the scorer's table. McClung draws a foul on Hall. That's his 3rd. And now both teams will be in the bonus. That was the last foul to give for Motor City. Officials tightening up here in the 4th quarter after mostly letting the players go through the first 3. Morales back for Patrick Gardner, who Dylan Murphy rode as long as he could. We'll see if he comes back at some point. Gardner 16 and 13 with 5 assists and 3 blocks. Jenkins got a piece of that. 5 to shoot for the Magic. This is a tough possession. Thompson blocked by Smith. That looks like a goaltending. That is a really bad miss by the officials. And on the other end, Klintman gives the Crews the lead. Dylan Murphy is screaming at Brent Haskell about missing that goaltending. Now things getting chippy on the other end. And we'll get a timeout. Mac McClung is excoriating the officials. We got to show you this again. Watch this here by Ethan. Officials know they missed it. That could alter the final score here. If this game is close at the end, that is going to be a storyline because you can't have a miss like that on such a clear goaltend. Crowd went nuts. It's Motor City with the lead. Because they missed that call, the Magic scoreless run is now out to 4 minutes. McClung, they just cannot get any room to breathe, and Magic going to have a chance to get the lead back at the free throw line as Hall commits his 4th foul of the 4th quarter. Alex Morales will go to the line. He just dragged them backwards. Crews team is so physical. This is 2 nights in a row in the 4th quarter. They have totally knocked the Magic off their game. It looked like Osceola was going to blow them away. They had it opened up a 10-point lead, and then bang, just like that, Motor City shuts them down. Morales had 8 of those 10 in the 1st quarter. Big time free throw there for Alex, and the Magic rightfully back in front, 99-98 with 3 minutes left. Jenkins picked up by McClung. Magic defense has actually played very well tonight. They just need their offense to step up a little bit down the stretch. Steal for Smart. There you go, big time stop for Osceola. Smart zips it across to Mac McClung. 2.5 minutes to go. Magic could really use a bucket here. Tolu Smith out defending McClung. Mac able to blow by him, kicks it to the corner. Smart's got it for 3, way off. Rebound, Morales sticks it in! Well, Smith had vacated the space to guard McClung. Alex Morales sneaks in with a huge offensive rebound and putback. Magic by 3. Jenkins trying to round the corner. McClung seals him off. Now it's Klintman. Stolen again by Javante Smart. Javante with a head of steam. Jenkins picks him up, all that speed, and Javante wisely pulls it back out. Under 2 to play. Now every free throw is only worth 1 point. That is a big boost as well to the Magic. Smart steps into a 3, in and out. I know he hit one at the end of the 3rd quarter. I don't know that that's the wisest shot there. Got to move the ball a little bit. Jenkins opts to go against that shot. Jenkins pulls into one, in and out. Smith bangs the rebound down to Klintman. Harper to tie. That's good. You knew as soon as Tolu Smith knocked that ball out, it was going back in, and we are tied at 101 with 1:18 to go. Harper Jr. has been cold tonight, but that one was pure. He was 1 for 9 before that shot. McClung weaving his way in, draws a foul, and Mac McClung will get 2 free throws. Malik Hall picks up his 5th foul, all 5 of them coming in the 4th quarter. 1:03 to go, 101-101. The Cruises' season does not end if they lose tonight, but they are very much on the brink here. The Magic, meanwhile, trying to stay on track for the 1 seed, lock up a playoff berth, as McClung gives the Magic the lead, knocking down the first. That's always the hardest one. And we'll see if the Magic defense can grab another stop. McClung gets them both. 24 for Mac, 103-101. Slauson guarding Jenkins. At this point the other night, Motor City had already gone in front. Thompson pushing Jenkins out. Time winding down on the shot clock. Jenkins fronted by McClung. Jenkins running out of time here. McClung's all over him. Jenkins hoists it up. No good. Rebound Myron Gardner. And now the Magic will look to run clock. If they can get a bucket here, they can get themselves in really good position. McClung going to call the play. 9 to shoot. Cruz won't foul yet. McClung accelerates. McClung over Tolu Smith. A huge clutch basket for Mac McClung. He finally bests the big man. Mac and the Magic, 16.5 seconds. If the Magic made 2 free throws. 14 to shoot as the Crews advance the ball out of the timeout. 16.5 seconds left. Wouldn't be the worst thing for the Magic to foul here either. Gets it into Clinton. Time coming down. Jenkins, there's their 3. Jenkins nails it. We're not done yet. They had to have that. Still to the very end, they will not go away as Jenkins fouls Myron Gardner, who has 2 big free throws ahead. They really needed a 3 there. 2 wasn't going to cut it. With the Magic able to push it back out to 4. Now Osceola can only get it to 3. Motor City is out of timeouts. See the numbers on Myron. He has been a monster on the glass tonight with 16 rebounds. And now he's got a double-double as he nonchalantly knocks in the free throw. That pulls the lead to 2. And he's got them both. Clutch free throws for Myron Gardner. This is the reset for the Crews. They do not have a timeout, but they can advance the ball with their reset. So here we go. Crews need a 3 to tie, 9.4 seconds. Crucial for the Magic not to foul the 3-point shooter. They lob it into Tolu Smith, knocked into the air, and a foul on Osceola. Now again, that is not a bad play by the Magic. You see this a lot at the college level, where you foul up 3 to prevent the other team from being able to get that 3-pointer off, and not to mention they fouled the worst 3-point shooter on the Crews. Tolu Smith, who is 0 for 3 tonight and 1 for 6 in this 2-game series. Patrick Gardner about to check back in for rebounding, and of course Tolu Smith makes this one. Here, his first free throw of the night. He's got his 25th double-double of the season tonight. Patrick Gardner on to rebound it if Smith, as expected, will try to miss intentionally here. We'll see if he tries to make this. It's in and out. Patrick Gardner collapsing. It's down to Ethan Thompson. Thompson is fouled. Dylan Murphy called timeout first. Haskell called a foul. Ante Smart checking in for Slauson. So all 4 potential inboundees are plus free throw shooters for Osceola. Now just a matter of getting the ball in around the 7+ foot wingspan of Bobby Klintman. And they get it to McClung. Mack into the front court. Matt lobs it away. The Magic run out the clock. The Osceola Magic are going back to the playoffs. Hold on. Hold on just a second. All Javante has to do is make both of these to make the final 3/10 of the second completely academic. Magic hit some clutch free throws down the stretch here. Mac McClung, Myron Gardner. Now Javante Smart. Jalen Slauson back to defend the backside here, just in case there's a miss and a tip. But again, there's a 3/10 of a second. This would seem to be a coronation here for the Magic. It's good. It's not going to matter. The Osceola Magic, fists raised. And this one is over. The Magic now officially returning to the playoffs. Hats off to the Motor City Crews for a relentless effort. But the Magic